when you are ahead, the number one most important thing for you to do is where you always want to start with a game is looking at the lane matchups. Let me pull up Epic real quick. What is your take on these matchups, and where do you think your win condition is? Where should you be playing to in this game?
What I feel like is all of them are pretty gankable. I like bot ganks a lot because of Nautilus Hook here. Pumpkinch is good to slow, run down. Talia's is a little bit hard, but it's possible if it's in a good situation. But I would say mostly top and bot.
Okay. I think top lane should be like completely ignored this game. Outside of the way that the current meta is, it's really hard to gank top.
Yeah.
And the most effective playstyle that I've seen and from my own experimentation is in a game like this, like getting your TK ahead is not going to win you this game. Like TK lead is not the win condition. Your win condition is definitely these two. And like you can look mid as well, but definitely like your top priority should be these champions. Because these are the champions that like snowballing this bot lane will like actually get you closer to winning the game. Whereas getting like TK ahead or getting Talia ahead may not get you like as much as snowballing these guys. Talia is a pretty good option as well. But like this lane is probably going to be Jace just pushing in TK all game. So, and it's not impossible to impact this matchup, but there's an opportunity cost to impacting top lane. So like, for example, if you have a round where you like, let's say you full clear at level 1 through 3, you take the bot crab and then you recall and go topside. And let's say you're doing that at like 4 minutes. You have let's make it 420. So at this timestamp, your Gromp is respawning, assuming you started topside. Yeah. So if you were to use time to go gank top in this like window, you would be delaying your full clear and like delaying your sequencing of these camps. And
and going to bot?
Yeah, exactly. Because like bot lane is your main win condition. So like any time you're spending top lane is time that is just not spent at your actual win condition lane.
Okay.
And that is not true 100% of the time. The way that I think top lane should be played around is like in that same example we just talked about, like you're running out from base, it's 420, your Gromp is respawning. But if you see that like the top laner is like here and he's half HP, like it's definitely worth it to go and like pick up the free kill. But you should basically only be going for top ganks if it is like a guaranteed free kill. Because then you can just collect the kill and then sequence your camps down and to be on the side of the map you actually want to be playing to. You can reach any rank you want. All you need is information. I can teach you the concepts and mindset that I learned while climbing to Masters so you can do the same. Whether you love the game or just want to impress your friends, anything is possible with the information I've collected for you in my jungle guide. If you're ready to take control of your rank today, check out the link in the description.
Okay.
So you don't never want to go topside or gank top, but your like priority should always be like because bot side is your strong side, or like you want to play for bot lane, which means that these are your strong side camps because they're on the side of the map you want to be on, and these are your weak side camps because they're on the side of the map that you don't want to be on.
Yeah.
So a lot of the sequencing will look kind of like this, where you clear your weak side camps and then you walk to here, and then you can go mid, you can invade, you can go to bot, or you can just sequence these camps as well. But the reason it matters less to clear your strong side camps is because this is the map, this is the side of the map you want to be staying on. So like when you have downtime, you can very easily walk into here and sequence these camps. Whereas if you skipped your top side camps and just went to bot side, you have to walk like all the way back up to here to clear these camps and then walk all the way back down to bot side.
That's good. It makes sense.
Do you have any questions about anything?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So let's see what actually happens. Ooh,
Okay.
interesting invade.
I don't know why. Oh yeah, because they all showed, so I just went for it, and Zach pulled up and we attacked him.
They all showed in your bot side? Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
So
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, and I got that ward. Someone said that ward is like the best ward in the game. That one
Yeah.
push right there.
This ward is really good because you see it'll last long enough that if the jungler does this, you'll see them here, and if they start red, you'll also get a read of their pathing. So like you'll basically always see them on this ward. So yeah, that's a great ward.
Yeah.
I almost thought you were griefing by like walking all the way like this because I didn't see that they were invading, but this was like a perfect response. This is exactly what you want to do. Like when they commit to one side of the map, you just see what you can get on the other side of the map.
Okay.
This is not necessarily bad, but just creates like a very... No, this is actually great because Zach is getting destroyed here.
He flashed out, so it was good.
I think you could have stuck around for these camps.
Okay.
Because...
okay. My mindset is what I used to do this last season is I would invade, and then if mid was pushed, I would just level 2 gank, walk to my red, and protect my red side, and then I would just sequence.
Okay.
But then I didn't have I would be sequencing the top side this way though. But yeah. I could stay. I just I don't know what to do in that situation, I guess.
I think the problem here is that we can like actually see what Zach is doing, so we can like guaranteed know that it's safe to do this. But in the game, you won't know as concretely that it's safe. But I would say you could at least have done this and cleared both of these camps. Even if you don't want to like stick around for the chickens, what you could have done is like this, and then recall here, and then from base run to your red.
Okay.
Because then you'll get to the red. Zach may have time to like clear wolves and then run to your red and meet you there. But I think if you do this, given how late he started, you can probably get at least these 2 camps and still make it to defend your bot side.
Okay.
But I like what you're thinking. Like going to defend your bot side is a like very good priority to have in your mind. That's exactly how you do want to be thinking. I just think you could have taken a little bit more here.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, the Zach didn't even try to punish you for anything, so he just stuck in his jungle. So if you could have actually done all 3 of these, but it's hard to know that in the moment.
Yeah.
I am slightly surprised this gank worked, I guess. Oh, they have no flashes. Okay. That makes sense then. Yeah, great. Good eye on this gank for sure. This is like, while in your win condition, this is exactly what you want to be doing. You get their flashes.
Oh yeah, I was so mad about that second tower shot, man. I can't believe that hit. I was like out of the turret. Close. It was like boom, and then like what?
Yeah, that's like...
They could have stood in there way too long, I guess.
You were like on the tower range though. That was so freaking close.
I know.
So what do you think you should do now? Like, where should you be running from base?
This is where I went wrong. I went top, but my mark was bot, and I could see that right when I respawn, I think. But I thought top because that's where all my farm is.
Okay. Yeah, I actually love going top first here. I think
that's what I did, but I saw that my mark was there, so then I was kind of confused what I should have done, because I could see that my mark was up, and I didn't realize until I was like attacking blue buff or something.
Gotcha.
But I think top is good also because of the camps.
Yeah, top is good for a couple reasons. These are still your weak side camps, so you just want to get these out of the way so that you can go back to bot side. And you also want to make sure that Zach can't just walk in here and counter jungle these from you. So like walking back to here and sequencing these camps and then going back to bot side is like the very like the book move here. Like have you played? Are you familiar with chess?
Yeah.
Okay. So like this is the like simple book move. You just clear your top side and you go back to your win condition side.
Okay.
The problem with going straight to crab is that if you like basically run like this, you're in a really weird position where your only options are to do something like this. and then clearing like this sets your camps up from bot to top, which is not the setup you want them to have.
Yeah.
So like even if you could have gotten this mark, it would mess up your camp sequencing by so much that I think it is better to just eat your top side and then go down the bot.
Okay.
Which I think is exactly what you did.
Yeah, I think I fight for Scuttle.
Yeah,
I don't know how his 26 farm. I don't know what Zach did. Maybe he farmed top or something.
He probably did like let's see, he lost red. Yeah, he probably like cleared bees and then got like 2 CS from top side or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah. Wait, how does he have 26 CS? Because that would the 5 camps would be 20.
Yeah.
Maybe he took 6 minions from top side. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Maybe.
But yeah, I love this. This is perfect.
This is yeah.
I'm less of a fan of this, although
we get the kill, but it's still.
I think because you got the kill, this is worth doing. Let's see. You probably. Let's what timing this actually.
I'm thinking about him TPing back because of the wave pushing.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering why you didn't just go after blue, but if TK is recalling and TPing, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is.
I had time, yeah.
This is an example of a free kill in top lane, so I think this is a good play to have gone for. You maybe could have fought and kind of passed this way initially, so that Jace couldn't do the same kind of blast that he did. Because you, instead of running directly at him, if you ran more like that, it would force him like to kind of do this, which is a much longer road to get away than like flashing here.
Okay. Also, it was probably risky because most top laners don't want to lose their whole like wave. I guess it was a big wave.
Yeah, this was a high risk, high reward play. You did show up at basically the perfect time because you showed up as his wave was crashing and he finally had the opportunity to go place a ward here. So like this is kind of the ideal timing that you want to be impacting this because this wave is now like walking under tower. So you guys aren't even having to tank the wave to fight here. But I think with any champion other than TK, this might have been really bad. But because TK could engage like that, it made the play work. But yeah, I think obviously the results-based analysis is that this was a good play, but I think it is good to have gone topside here. The only problem is that now
lose by bot side.
And
bot gets ganked.
You probably would not have been here for this play either way, because if you had just been sequencing down, you would probably have been like here at this point.
Yeah.
So it's probably unlikely. You probably could have like walked into this play eventually, but I think probably like regardless of what you do, you're not going to make it to the spot fight. But yeah, going grubs here is perfect. You see Zach bot side, take the free objective. How many marks are you at right now? 0? Is that 0 or 1? Okay.
I think it's 0.
Yeah, you're at 0 marks. Do you know how the kindred mark spawns work?
Yeah, I've got an alright understanding. It's 1 mark is Scuttle, 1 through 3 is Scuttle and what is it, Raptors and Grom, and then 4 through 7 is red and all the other camps, and then 8 is objectives. Yep.
The only thing you had slightly wrong is that 0 marks is only crab.
Yeah. 0 is only.
And then
crab.
1 through 4.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or yeah, that's why I've been just waiting for a crab, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I did if I didn't kill the crab in time, or if I killed it too. I don't know. Never mind. I think that's the same first crab.
Yeah, I think.
So I'm just waiting for the next crab, basically, for my mark.
Yeah.
Or a kill.
It's kind of unlucky that the mark didn't spawn on these chickens.
Yeah, wait, I don't think I have a mark though. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a there might be an argument. I'm not saying you should necessarily do it here, but sometimes on Kindred, under certain under specific circumstances under which you can be confident that you won't lose the camp by delaying it, it can be worth delaying camps a little bit to give your mark a chance to spawn.
Yeah, I try limit testing that. Sometimes I don't do that. Though.
Okay. I think most of the time it's not going to be worth to wait like that because you want to just get the gold and be done. Yeah. But sometimes, like, if you see the enemy jungler, like, up here and there's a bot crab that's up, you can leave that crab up for, like, 20-30 seconds to let the mark spawn, and then the jungler probably won't be able to stop you from taking it.
Yeah.
Let's switch the fog before I forgot to do that. Did you see Zach bot side before doing this? I think we did.
Before doing grub, yeah, because he ganked bot, I guess I just decided to keep going through, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
He could have backed.
Yeah, so he ganks bot right here. You are alright. You're instantly on grubs. I think this is great. What I was looking for is if these camps were up, generally the order in which you want to do things is you want to extend to your maximum and then like start clearing from there. So like because you see Zach bot side, you want to see if you can take these camps. And because you want to always extend to the maximum, you would want to do that before taking the grubs because the grubs are like a lot closer to your side. Yeah. So it's like a lot more dangerous to be on these camps.
Okay, so go invade first to punish, and then you can always fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you and that kind of thought process extends to a lot of ways. Because like if you have like a crab here and you have 3 camps up, you want to extend to the crab first and then fall back to your camps.
Okay.
In this scenario, these camps are respawning as you took the grubs because it's 5 minutes. So it is like because we can actually see that the grubs are down, it makes sense to clear these first, and then going into the jungle is good. But in general, you do want to extend to the maximum and then go back.
Yeah. Oh, this is where he just destroys him. Yeah.
That's a good top play. I think the only problem that I'm seeing in this game right now is that because you've been investing a lot into topside, Zach has been able to swing ball lane a bit.
Yeah, that's been my mistake. Kind of all of yesterday. I lost a lot of dragons. So I need to focus on that.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's a difficult scenario because you are getting things topside. It's not like you're wasting your time completely. But I think the like argument is basically that like bot side is just more important. So like probably from this point forward in the game, you just ignore top side. Because like you've already got your TK a big enough lead that like getting him even more of a lead probably won't change anything. But like bot lane is still pretty even, and there's a lot you can do to swing this lane still.
Yeah.
So from base here, I actually don't know exactly when your Gromp respawns. But if do you play with like jungle timers on, like camp timers?
No, I don't have like an application for that.
Okay, I would highly recommend it. Blitz.
Like Blitz, okay.
Yeah, Blitz is what I use. It probably doesn't really matter which one you use, but like having the camp timers to actually know like, well, I think Zach counter jungled these, so you wouldn't actually have a timer on them, but like you would know exactly when this Gromp is respawning if you had camp timers.
Okay.
In theory, what you would want to be able to do here is run your top side, clear your weak side camps, and then go to bot side. But because, like, we don't... it may not be better to do that here because we don't actually know when this camp is up. But the problem with running to bot side first is that you're going to look for whatever play you can find, and then inevitably you're going to be forced to clear like this. Unless you can do something like you run onto the map, find a play bot side, and then after that play you recall, and then from your recall you go to top side and clear back down to make sure your sequence is like correct.
Okay.
Yeah, this is great. You've got bot pressure. Go for the crab.
With my mark. There you go.
I don't like skipping chickens here. The problem with skipping chickens here is that these 2 camps are now on like desynchronized timers, and you this isn't like a completely like solid rule all the time, but generally you want to try to clear your camps in pairs. So like Krugs and Raptors and Gromp and Wolves, you want to clear together. And the reason you want to do that is because then on the next respawn, they're both up at the same time, and you can just do the same thing again and clear them in like a short period of time. Whereas now, your Krugs are going to be respawning 2.5 minutes from now, or probably like a minute 45 from now, and your Raptors are either going to be sitting here, or you'll path back down and clear them at like still a desynchronized time for your Krugs. So I think you should have eaten Raptors before going to topside.
Okay. I don't know why, but I was thinking that I needed to defend my top side from Zach. I thought he would counter jungle me or something. I don't know why, but that was just a random thing I was thinking. I think I remember that.
Okay.
Because I guess I showed bot because of the ward, maybe.
Zach is top.
He's just backing. So he did not try to counter jungle at all.
I think Zach is probably an unlikely champion to try to counter jungle you, especially when you're as ahead as you are. I think it's relatively unlikely that he'll try to run into your top side. But I do like the idea, or like that idea of like, you got to keep an eye on your camps. Love that. That's great. Keep that. But I think in this specific scenario, you could have just taken more time to eat the chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing really for you to do here. Your bot and your mid are both winning. I do really like that you ran to the Gromp first.
That is me trying to gank top again.
I don't think I love going top again. For the same...
I don't think he's worth anything.
Yeah, he's like not worth anything, and like TK, getting him further ahead doesn't really matter. I guess the positive is that it is continuing to funnel gold into you, which is very valuable. But like, if you weren't top, you would be closer to this mid play, and you would be here like 10 seconds sooner.
Yeah.
And you're like losing tempo to impact the bot side of the map by spending time up here. And this, I would say, is less egregious, but you did also desynchronize these camps again.
Yeah, I did.
But in this case, I think it was good to clear Gromp and then go to top, because top lane had a temporary timer. And like the camps will be there, but this top lane kill won't always be there, so it makes sense to go to the kill and then fall back into your jungle again. Or fall back to a different play. I think
that was my mark. I think that's why.
Yeah. This is a good invade. I think better players would like be checking this right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you have
they would
like
ward that.
Yeah, like Zach. Where was Zach?
If I was Zach, I would go straight to the mark. And
yeah, for sure. Because like you have this mid fight, and they even win this mid fight. So like if Zach is actually thinking actively about the game, he just does this, or at least one of these two goes and places a ward here so that they can actually see if you're on them. So like you probably would not have gotten away with this invade against like
a challenger, a master. I don't know.
Yeah, probably even like any diamond plus player that's not autopiloting will be thinking about this.
Yeah.
And I do think you could probably have still gotten these even if they did ward it, but there's a lot of potential for them to punish you for this.
Yeah.
Because you don't have vision, clearing these and pulling them this way is kind of dangerous. Because typically when you're counter jungling and you don't know where the other jungler is, you want to pull the like Raptors like right here, because that sets you up where you can see them coming from here and you can just walk out very easily. But if you're like here and they suddenly appear out of the bush, you're like really far from your side of the map.
Yeah.
But we might have seen... Actually, I don't think we saw where Zach went.
We may have seen him walk down, but I don't think we saw him.
I guess you did see him walk down. Okay. Actually, then I stand corrected. I think it is good to be in this bush because you actually can be basically 100% confident that Zach has not had time to do this by the time you're here. So by walking into this bush, you make sure that you see him as he's approaching.
Yeah, that's probably my mindset. I like to just sit in there and wait for people to come, I guess.
The only like potential downside to this decision is that if they did ward here before you showed up on this camp, Zach could E from like here, and then you could have 3 people on you like instantly.
Yeah.
I think you should have gone for Prugs, or you should have at least checked them, because you're stronger than Zach by a lot, and you saw him walk to bot side. So like again, even if he's walking all the way up and he's walking straight at you, you still actually have time to go and eat these Krugs. And like as long as you're pulling them like this and like pulling them towards your side of the map, you'll be pretty safe. For like if you're pulling these this way, even if he walks all the way, you're still pretty safe. Especially considering how strong your top laner is.
Okay.
And now you're kind of suffering from the same mistake, where because you sequenced from bot to top, your bot side camps are up and your top side camps aren't. So now you're forced to like go clear from your bot side, like starting from bot again, which is once again taking you to the side of the map that you don't want to be on.
Yeah.
And like at this point in the game, like this mid matchup is going pretty well. Like Talia being basically even against Pantheon is great. Your top is super ahead, but like this Jinx is looking kind of scary.
Yeah.
So like your like tip top priority should be like, what can I do to get my bot lane ahead? Let's see. Let me fix my interface slightly so we can see the timers, or the objective timers.
Okay.
So you have a minute till Dragon's up, and the second grubs are up. You did get the first grubs, so it's not that important for you to play for the second ones.
Yeah, we that's like the swap of the games where we start losing.
Right here?
Yeah, the grub fight is a bad fight.
What you did to play for grubs was perfect. It's still, like, I guess actually in this scenario, it's kind of good that you started bot side, because at this scenario, the grubs are because your priority is the grubs, these camps become your strong side camps and these become your weak side camps. So the fact that you sequenced these and then walked up is kind of perfect, because now you can't actually get counter jungled for taking the grubs.
Okay.
So that was great.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what happens here.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, he smites it, and
I think right here, this is like the pitfall of this play looks like map awareness, because you should know that like the top laner's coming to you and the mid laner's coming to you, because like
I shouldn't stay in that.
Yeah, exactly. What you want to do in this situation is like, even if you know Zach is here, it's not actually safe to go up and auto this ward. You want to be like pulling these out and eating them like at like the maximum of their range, so that like when you start getting collapse on, if you need to, you can just fall back into your jungle.
Okay.
And that also forces Zach to dive a lot deeper if he wants to like get an engage on you guys to start the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then also not getting, this was really close, and he's just barely outside the range, and you were getting like CC'd by the Zach, so it may not have been avoidable, but not getting the R off to save this guy is like kind of probably like the final nail in the coffin for this fight.
Yeah. No, the Talia got really tilted at me for getting Scuttle first, but I wasn't sorry for it, bro, because I wanted the mark.
Yeah, it's worth it for you to take prep first.
That was my fourth mark, so I was like, I don't care.
She's definitely wrong to say that, because getting 4 marks is like super important.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
But yeah, like right
I
here.
think we made other mistakes, not the scuttle. So.
Yeah, I agree. Like, this is the point where you need to start changing this play to not like get destroyed. Because like you see this ward go down, and you see that the top laner is gone, and like if we mouse over to mid, like Pantheon is finishing eating this wave, so he's now free to roam to you. Like Talia no longer has prio now, and she is here, but now it's like now the mid laner and the enemy top laner can walk in without losing anything. So
yeah,
like
we could have just taken one and left, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's
we did too.
Looking at the state of your top side, I don't think it's bad to want to get all of these. I think you guys just like fought kind of weirdly, and it looks like how much is TK on like a lot of gold or something? Has he just not recalled for a while?
I think so. It probably is.
He's on 1k. I wonder why he's so low. Oh, maybe he was just tanking the grubs the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess this is part of the problem with taking the crab first, is that TK was tanking these for a while, and he just like sacrificed his entire HP bar. But like also, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like he's this low, and he's autoing this ward that he saw get placed like 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, he full sent. I went in with him, and I think Talia played that well, but we kind of both effed it up. So
yeah, I agree. I think Talia is like on the right
kind of
page.
weird. Yeah, she's walking back for I don't know. It's okay.
I think the point at which like right here, right here, as soon as this ward is down and you don't have vision of the top laner, this is when you should start walking this way and just pulling them to the max range. Because like if you pull them here, you'll see Jace coming from like a long way away, and you'll also be able to see Pantheon coming from a long way away. Whereas fighting like in the pit, the amount of vision you actually have of the river is like way smaller. So if you'd, like that's so dumb. That's so illegal.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
Let's see. I wish I could move these timers, because it makes it to have the like objective timers on, the minimap has to be tiny, and that sucks.
Yeah.
Running top here is great. It's another free kill. I also really like going to this. Like, you have your camps up, but like fuck your camps. There's better stuff to do.
Yeah, I have Mark, and there's no top laner. But we lose the bot again.
Did they get ganked, or did they? Yeah, they got ganked.
Yeah, Zach helps him up.
That is rough, because now Jinx was like pretty even up to this, but now she's like actually ahead. Sequencing your weak side camps here are great. This is like exactly what you want to be doing to play bot side, and there's nothing for you to do now that you're here, so like clearing your camps is great. I am not sure if you want to contest this dragon. Pantheon is really strong, and their bot lane is now like considerably stronger. And Zach, and let's see, what are you on? Yeah, you don't even have your Kraken yet, so you're not actually that strong here. What did I just do? Yeah, you're on 1.2k. I think, let's see. What you probably should have done is right here, once you've cleared these camps and your weak side camps are dead, just take a recall, and then from base, just run to bot side. Okay. And doing that will put you like running here. Like, these are obviously, it will take you a lot longer to run out from base, but like being able to go back and get your item spike is really important. And definitely worth losing like 10 seconds on being at bot side. So like once you've cleared these camps, taking a recall and then running back out would have been a lot stronger, and it would have probably made this fight a lot easier. Because like Kraken Spike is really big.
Yeah.
How many marks do you have at this point? 5. That's pretty good. I think I like walking in here. You have mid prio. You see Zyra as well. I think you two going this far was kind of troll. Or it was at least like really risky for kind of no reason. Because you already have like vision here and vision here. And you're already controlling like this whole section of the river. So all you need to do is play here and then pull the dragon up this way towards your mid laner that has prio.
Yeah, and then Pantheon R also.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, their whole team comes.
I think as soon as Nautilus dies, you guys have to give this.
Yeah.
Let's see, is Jace here? Yeah, Jace is here. It's hard to see when because there's many
he
things.
Shows up. Yeah, he just showed up.
Yeah, like as soon as Nautilus dies, your bot side is much weaker, and you're now fighting a 4v5. So like, probably, where's the actual point? Right here. You're running out. Like, right here, this guy is dead. Just leave him and get out. Because like, they have basically like 4 people right here. Your ADC is still pushing your wave. Your TK is walking. So now you're like a nearly dead Nautilus and then 2 squishy backliners against 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, the Pantheon ult comes in.
Then they go for that. They actually do good though.
Yeah, honestly, that's not too bad. Oh, never mind, it is.
But they get punished, yeah, I guess
Okay.
it's bad.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
Yeah, no.
Running back to this fight is a little risky. Wow, that was a rough Nautilus hook.
Oh my god, there is a lot.
I mean, I guess Pantheon was doing good, but...
Yeah. No, this Nautilus was funny. I was dueling with the ADC is my friends. They were dueling, and we were just kind of laughing at the Nautilus the whole time.
This is super illegal. I think you're... Yeah, it seems like you're realizing it. But you probably shouldn't have even started that. But you did only lose a little bit of time there, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, I go back. I think he overextended.
Going back now is fine though, because now your team is actually close enough to you for this to not be like a death sentence.
Yeah. Also, I didn't know that the Herald puts a debuff on you on like one person. Like
Does it?
It's like an 11-second thing that halves your damage if it auto attacks you.
Oh,
the second it auto attacks you, you'll see, I don't know if it gets me a little bit. Yeah, there. And it lasts.
Oh, interesting. Okay, it's only to the Herald though.
Yeah, to the Herald.
Okay, so it's not as bad as the Baron debuff where it's just damage.
the shove doesn't matter either. So you could you have to burst it and then hide it. I don't know.
Okay.
But I didn't know that till today or yesterday.
I do really like this Herald call. This was good. You recognized the mid's dead. This objective is free.
Mm-hmm.
Sequencing down is also good. Dragon, you have 3 minutes till the dragon spawns, so you don't really have anything you have to do right now. And your camps are up, so I like sequencing. That guy is... Okay, that guy's just trolling.
Yeah. Tom Kent's dive also. It's unlucky.
I think we can probably move on from this game now, because this is now
yeah, it's just a sequence of events that makes us get out. So
yeah,
I understand. I don't need to watch it anymore.
I think the main takeaway from this game is that even though you made generally good plays topside, you were still playing to the wrong side of the map, for most of the game. And that meant that Zach basically had free reign to do whatever he wanted with bot lane for almost the entire game.
Yeah,
And
and Tom Kench just falls behind, so it doesn't really.
yeah,
It just yeah, I agree. That's a good idea.
so I think the positive side is that this is actually a very simple thing to like quote unquote fix in your play, because all you need to do is just be thinking like clear your weak side camps and go to bot side.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any like questions? Anything you want me to expand on?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, no problem. If you have like questions later tonight or in the next couple days, feel free to hit me up on Discord and we can talk more.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Oh wait, I actually have a question about wards.
Yeah.
So should I like instant get like an Oracle lens after placing my first ward, or I don't know. That's just.
I think
I don't know what to do with wards.
Typically that's what I do in most of my games. A lot of the time you want to basically just ward the side of the map that you're not going to be starting on to make sure there's no funny business happening. The time keeping your stealth ward is more important if you're worried about getting invaded, because being able to ward the like invade paths is really important on like a champion like Kindred, who is pretty vulnerable in her first couple clears. So like, for example, actually let's just reopen this game and then we can look at the actual mini-map. So like, if your Kindred's pathing like this, you can ward, against Zac, you don't really need to be worried about him invading you, but like, let's say this is a Rengar, and you're doing, yeah, let's say Rengar starts like red and does this, and you start blue and you're doing this. If this Rengar is good, what he's gonna do is a lot of the time to get invades off, you need to walk into the enemy jungler and get a ward on one of their buffs. So most of the time, junglers that are trying to invade you are going to walk in to try to ward either your blue or your red, depending on what they can access. So if Rengar is doing this, or what a terrible line. If Rengar is doing something like this, and then he also knows that you are doing this, what the Rengar is going to do is if he's good, he's going to basically do that and meet you at your red. And at this point, you'll have cleared 4 camps, but you'll still be level 3. So him being 1 camp behind won't actually matter in the fight. And because you'll be like on the red before he attacks you, and he will have red and you won't, he'll like decisively win this fight. So then the counterplay to that is for you to like, you're walking through here and you like place your ward here to see like this path essentially.
Okay.
And it's not going to look exactly like this every game, because you're not always going to get invaded in that same way. But basically just like looking ahead and thinking ahead like, okay, where's the most likely place for me to get invaded? And then you just try to position your stealth ward in a place that makes it harder for them to get that invade off.
Okay.
This game looks like it might be worth to review this game, but it looks like a lot of things went right, and I'm guessing like
I play for top lane again, and I dive him like 6 times, and I have so many kills. I have so many kills because I just keep killing him, the Twisted Fate, but I don't know.
Okay. Then this actually looks like the same fundamental mistake as the Kindred game, where like instead of playing to your... Oh, actually, this is less egregious though, because this is a shit bot lane. Shaco, I hate playing with Shaco support. This pick is never useful. If they have a normal support champion, he will be less useful 100% of the time. So it's probably less egregious to like kind of get stuck playing to topside, because like how are you going to actually gank this bot lane unless you're super fed? But I do think... Actually, I take back what I said. You should still have tried to play to bot side, because it would have been probably better overall. What you probably could have done is like, whatever lead you got topside, like get Alawi a bit of a lead, and get yourself a bit of a lead, and then use that lead to like force shit on bot lane and shut them down.
Yeah. Okay, just keep scrolling for another Kindred game, I guess. That was the same one today or yesterday was like another Zac one, so We don't
This
need
one?
to do that.
Oh,
no, that
the
one-
Kindred game?
yeah, there's another Kindred game that was literally a Zach game again. And we
Okay,
just won because of Trundle, so.
gotcha.
Let's see. Do the 9-3 game. I think that was
This one?
Yeah, I don't remember it that much, but the other one was it's just weird. I don't remember.
What makes you want to do the win over the loss?
I don't know. I just feel like I see if my decisions were good in a win. I don't know because
Okay.
when it's an absolute stomp, I want to know if I still made mistakes. I guess.
Okay, that's fair.
And also everything from yesterday was like playing for top side, and I feel like I kept losing souls and stuff. So
Gotcha.
I already know I need to change that.
Okay. I feel your pain. I did a VOD review of some of my own games and realized that I was doing the exact same thing, where I was like trying to find the best plays, but I just was like, I ended up just playing way more to top side than bot side, and it like the same thing happened where like I got my top side ahead and I got myself ahead consistently, but then like my bot lane just got destroyed because they were weak sided, and like the game is lost because bot is so important. At every game is bot diff.
Yeah, basically. Alright, this game is weird. I know I should play for bot. I because like top is basically just to protect him from dying, because that's a really hard matchup for Gnar.
Is it? Oh, really? I would have actually expected the opposite.
Yeah, I'm a Gnar main. I used to play Gnar
Wow.
until I realized that he was trash because just because he's like balanced for pro play. So
classic pro play champion.
Yeah, I used him to get to Emerald, so it was pretty fun.
Okay.
But Gnar sucks in a Malphite. If he goes Grasp is easy, but if he goes Comet, it's like the hardest thing. But he destroys Malphite somehow, so it's good.
Okay.
But bot lane is like the win con here, and mid, but
yeah, I agree. Like this top matchup, whoever wins this matchup, it doesn't really matter because they're just gonna be a tank. This jungle matchup is really rough. Lee beats you like at almost every point in the game until late game. So like early and mid, if he finds you, it's just a losing 1v1. So this matchup feels bad because he can also like kick you out of your ult.
That's true. I always thought of it as like a skill matchup, but the kick is kind of annoys me sometimes, but it's okay.
Yeah, I think it probably can be like skill can probably swing this because like if you dodge his Q and he can't actually get on you, like you can definitely outplay and win the 1v1. But I think on average, Lee Sin is gonna win the 1v1 like 70% of the time.
Yeah, and I go into this game with 100% confidence because I've never had a Rise win any of my games or lose against me or win against me. So Rise is trash, I swear.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Rise in a long time.
I've seen like 5, and it's been a loss every single time for them.
I was like that when Smolder first came out. I had a string, like the first 10 Smolders I had on my team, I lost every single game.
Yeah.
And then I would go against it, and I would be like, oh, fuck yeah, now it's time for my free win. And then it would get to late game, and we just get destroyed.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking at these matchups, top lane we don't give a shit about. Even like last game, we cared a little bit more about top lane because there was a Jace there, and shutting down Jace does matter a bit because he's like a snowball champion. But like this game especially, it does not matter what happens up there. But then like this jungle matchup is Lee Sin sided. Mid matchup, I actually don't know.
Scaling. I don't know, just scale.
Yeah, I guess they're probably both trying to scale. Asol probably has... I am guessing Asol will... Actually, Push will probably be kind of even, because they both have decent wave clear. But then, like, this bot lane matchup is so snowbally in either direction that, like, getting stuff done down here is going to be, like, by far the most impactful thing you could possibly do.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
They do some weird stuff. I don't know.
This is really weird. This is I hate when this type of play happens because the only reason this actually happened is because your ASOL wasn't standing here. Because your ASOL should be standing right here, which means that you'd see them walking into this bush.
Okay.
Do you know what the 5-point structure is?
No, I don't.
Okay. 5-pointing is like the kind of classic opening
like
positioning.
Where you should stand?
Yeah, so like top lane here, jungle here,
yeah.
mid here, bot so. And like doing this means that there's never a way to get into your jungle. But then because your ASOL didn't cover here, they were able to get in here and actually like punish you for standing in what would typically be the correct place.
Okay.
But then at the same time, it's also kind of on you to know like the game has like even it's 30 seconds, but the game has already started. So like knowing that you have no vision here, you should be like very wary of this bush.
Yeah.
But at least he lives. Him losing flash is pretty bad though. I hate starting bot here. This is bad.
Okay.
Because like starting bot puts you topside, basically guaranteed. The only version, I don't know if this path is good these days, but the adaptation you could make if you were forced to start bot side for some reason is you could go red, blue, Gromp, and then sequence back down.
Yeah, I do that. Or I sometimes do that, but yeah, that's a good idea.
But like starting bot here is immediately setting you up for like the wrong outcome. Also, why is he even there when you're red is?
I don't know. I remember him like he instantly typed FF.
Yeah, that is like this is such a crazy level 1 from your mid and your support.
Yeah, it's okay. He's I don't know. He gets tilted, but he just like zones in and does good.
Yeah. But yeah, like starting this bot start is just ruining your game plan.
Okay.
Another clear you could have done is
just do level 3, yeah.
Yeah, you could have done that. And then like Lee is making the correct call and he's starting topside and going down. But like if you
do that, then he could invade, maybe?
He can invade you. What would typically happen if you did this is that you'd be here at like 2:30-ish, maybe a little bit earlier than that. But then like by 2:30, Lee Sin is going to be basically like he'll be like here and transitioning to his wolves. So like if by the time you show bot he's that's the wrong color. If you show bot at the time that he's already on his wolves, then it's kind of unlikely that he's going to backtrack and invade your top side.
Okay.
So what you could have done in this situation is like because you're starting bot side and like these guys are super pushed and you want to be playing for bot side, you could have done this, ganked bot, and then regardless of what happens, bot, you fall back in your jungle, hit the recall button, and run to your top side from base. Because then either way, like Lee Sin will not have time to walk like this in the time it takes you to like gank bot and then recall. Or like he might make it there before you, but you'll get there close enough to when he's getting there that you can actually defend these camps.
Okay.
Typically, I would have had to, or like the session time is 55 minutes. Typically, I would need to be done now, but I have nothing else to do today. This is fun, so I'm more than happy to keep going. But typically, we would have stopped like 3 minutes ago.
Well, I'll buy another coaching session in a couple months, or in a couple of weeks or month or whatever. So
okay, I appreciate that.
I'll confirm that, I guess.
Okay. I mean, either way, I'm still, even if you don't do that, I'm still happy to keep going here today.
Okay.
No pressure to do anything.
Yeah.
But now, like the problem with this clear is that now you're here, and Lee is like perfectly positioned to punish your bot lane that has prio.
Mm-hmm.
And you even got super unlucky, and the mark is on your bot side.
Yeah, happens every time.
Yeah,
I always get unlucky.
Fortunately, your bot lane actually respected his pressure and like backed up and warded. But like, there's
that's
definitely
I yell at my friend. I'm like, he's definitely bot side. You guys need to watch out. So
okay, nice.
I always jungle track at least a little bit. I try.
There may have been...
Hit a ward, I think, or maybe.
Yeah, there was a ward and try.
I see him walking up, so I've been. That's what I was working on that day. I was like trying to look at when they're walking up to ward.
Okay.
To see that, so I'm like, okay, they have it warded. Thresh isn't gonna counter it, so I just gonna take it and then keep clearing.
Yeah, I think that's good. If Pyke didn't go to ward this at this timer, I think you skip the Krugs and you just go straight like this, because this wave was going to be pushing to you pretty soon because there's so few blue minions. So like, this wave is about to be like here in like 10-15 seconds. So if you'd like run straight and then just like waited here for a sec, but obviously in this version, Pyke is actually respecting you and he's getting vision, so there's no play. I think seeing him ward try, you shouldn't have tried to gank bot.
Okay.
Especially because you pulled your Krugs to this side and then doubled back to go this way. It would have been a bit better if you'd pulled the Krugs here and then walked to here, see this ward, eat the ward, and then go. But because you pulled the Krugs all the way to the other side, you then had to backtrack this entire distance to get there.
Okay.
And you see Lee Sin invading your top side, but he has nothing to do there because your camps haven't spawned yet. And looking at his CS, we can kind of cheat it because we can actually see that the camp icons are gone. But like looking at his CS, he has 36. He is just like so you know that he has like basically full cleared and then recalled and done these two camps again.
Okay.
So like you know what you know from that is that these camps are gone. These camps are respawning, and he's trying to invade your top side. So what you could have done, I think actually a good call here would have been to see him invading you and just trade his bot side. Although I guess because Pyke is here, that probably wouldn't have worked. But if
he stole my Raptors also. He stole my big one.
The Pyke did or the Lee?
The Pyke did.
Aw, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I played a game against a Camille support the other day, and level 1, I got invaded by the jungler and the top laner, and then I didn't die, but I was still level 1, and I ran down to my bot side, and then the Camille just like harassed me in my bot side for like minutes. It was misery.
Damn. Okay, yeah. That perfect spawn time.
Yeah, this is great and like even though Lee Sin tried to show up here, he didn't actually get anything because you were like on your camps as they were spawning. Going mid here is a good variation. I think, obviously the results-based analysis says it was bad to go for this, but I think you can see like right here, once you see the size of this wave and like how close they are to already being out, that like you probably don't really want to go.
I saw Malphite no mana, so I was like tunnel visioning on that.
I guess this is like a really hard scenario to know because they are like pretty far up and he does have no mana.
But they have a big wave and
yeah,
it's hard to kill for sure because Nard won't do damage. Shielding from Lee Sin, yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, I guess it obviously with the results it was not worth to go for.
Yeah.
So I think now you actually have an opportunity to kind of fix your mistake a little bit. Slightly. We don't actually know exactly what these timers are. Actually, that's probably not true. These aren't up for a while. But what you can do, like because you've sequenced like this, you're kind of stuck like this for a lot of the game. But what you can actually do for that is let your entire jungle respawn and then recall and then fix your clear by doing that. And pathing back to bot side. So like when you're in situations where your clear is set up to go to the wrong side of the map, that is what you can do to kind of reset your clear.
Okay.
This dragon is like a little risky.
Yeah, it is.
Did you see their ball in recall?
No, I don't think so. I saw Lee Sin walk up, like, but I don't know. Sometimes I just do that.
This dragon is a little bit grief, or at least this is a very flip play. It's not always bad to go for plays like this because you're also kindred, so you can just queue back over this wall. Like you're pretty safe here. It's not like you're gonna die. What you probably should have done is, because this is like a riskier call, clear these camps first so that you get your golden XP up and you get these camps on their respawn timer before making the play that is a little more risky.
Okay.
Do you know who Agurin is?
Yes.
He had a very popular playstyle at the end of last season that was all about just like camp sequencing, and it doesn't work as well this season. But like one of the fundamentals of that playstyle is like you're just constantly thinking about the expected value of whatever play you can make, and because
I saw like a clip of him talking of it. It was like he said, "Oh, I basically just full clear, and then if someone makes a mistake, I punish it."
Yeah,
and that was basically it. Like you just full clear. If there's a gank, then you do it. If not, just keep going. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And in this scenario, the expected value of this dragon is lower because it's a riskier play. So it would have been better to sequence these camps first and then make the riskier play. Because then if you start the risky play and you end up just having to leave it, you aren't actually getting, like, you're not really losing anything because your camps are all down.
Okay.
This is also particularly dangerous because presumably their bot lane already reset, but their bot lane is probably like here or here by now. And like your bot lane is gone and they're both like extremely low. So like your bot lane does not have the tempo to take this dragon. And it would be, if they did try to like take this dragon with you, it would like ruin their lane because they would miss like 3 waves for it.
I see him trying to invade me.
Yeah, good job pulling it this way.
I call everyone over here. I'm like, get the hell over here.
Yeah, this is perfect. This is exactly what you want to do. You pull the buff this way, you know he's probably here, and you got your team here to support you. I think at this point, you probably could have walked up a little bit earlier. Wow, this guy is trolling.
I gave him the buff because I knew I could kill him, but I didn't have smite, so I just let him have it.
He saw Thresh and then walked up to steal the red.
Yeah.
Funny. But yeah, I mean, we take those. Free mark, free 300 gold.
Yeah.
And once again, you're stuck in the same scenario where you're stuck pathing to topside. Okay. So like literally, just that one mistake at the beginning of the game has meant that for the entire like 7 minutes after, you've been pathing the wrong way. Okay. But the positive side is that just changing where you start would fix this problem entirely. So it's like a very easy fix.
Okay.
Good job, like, pressuring the rise off. There might be a bot gank here. Although, I guess... Nah, probably not.
I don't know if I'd have time to walk up there.
Yeah, I think even trying to walk here is a waste of time. Because like by the time, it's impossible for you to actually make it here to impact this fight. So it isn't worth to delay your blue at all.
Yeah.
There is like a lot of, there's this, or just, that was a terrible line. This would be like a pretty good play here as well. Because like, rather than like probably after wolves, you just do that because your mid has like super prio and is really far ahead, and like when you're kindred and your mid has prio like this, it's just a wet dream. You can just do whatever you want pretty much because your mid will always have move.
Yeah.
So like you probably should have been playing for this mark because you're basically even with Lee Sin, and because A Soul is ahead and he's a solo laner, the evenness, or you're probably slightly losing against Lee Sin because it's early game Lee Sin, but like the fact that this guy is so strong completely negates Lee Sin's power.
Yeah.
Same thing for like taking grubs here. Like your mid is so strong, you can like on the map you can kind of do whatever you want. This is a great like punishment. This is just an example of like the top lane free kill. Lee fails a gank. Perfect. How many marks do you have at this point? 2. Okay, so this crab will probably be a mark unless you have bad RNG.
Yeah. Oh, he's
And then it's
bad,
perfect.
Bad RNG.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is unlucky. But at least your A Soul went bot lane and got a double kill.
Yeah. He went crazy.
An important thing to keep in mind when you have roaming laners is
to help the lane.
Yeah, like when a laner, like let's use A Soul as an example. When A Soul splits on or like goes away from his lane on the map, he's basically playing your role. He like kind of becomes the jungler briefly because he's just showing up somewhere else on the map. So when your your laners are doing that, what you can do is basically take over their lanes for them and like get their free wave, so that your team doesn't actually lose that gold. And it also prevents like the enemy laner from being able to take plates.
Yeah.
So it'll get more econ for you, it will give less econ to the enemy team, and it will mean that your jungler or your laner gets punished less for roaming.
Okay.
This is like typically this would be a waste of time, but because your whole jungle is down pretty much, it's not actually that bad to spend the time to go for this, because you're not really losing that much. But then once again, the problem is that you're doing this topside and Lee Sin path down, so he's actually impacting the win condition lane.
Okay.
And like if you had cleared like this on this clear, you would be bot side to counter gank what's happening down here.
Mm-hmm.
Running back to bot side is good here because like you see that they're telegraphing this dive super hard. Top died and mid got a kill. Nice, your laners are playing great.
Yeah.
I think actually this is an example of a time where you could have fixed your clear a little bit, because although actually no, I take that back. You could have done this and pathed down to fix your clear, but the problem with doing that is that you see Lee Sin walking in and you can't really prevent Thresh from dying because you're too far. But what you should be worried about is Lee Sin counter jungling these camps. So by showing up here, even if you can't impact this bot dive, it is worth it to protect these camps.
Okay.
Yeah, good that you didn't try to do anything here. There's nothing to really do. Dragon is up in... Okay, it's up at 13 minutes. But then... Or, yeah, you're now... the same scenario where you want to be bot side for Dragon, but you're forced to go top side for these camps.
Yeah.
I think in this scenario, you just, like, sack these camps and just accept that they're going to be sitting there for a while, and you just go to Dragon. Because you're, like, mid is strong, your bot's strong, you want to play for this objective.
Okay.
And, like, going topside here just means that, like, Lee gets to do whatever he wants down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ended up, like, you ran for wolves, and you had time to clear wolves, but you didn't have time to do grumps, so now these camps are, like, desynchronized. But at least you did recognize that you had run down to these.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like, this is bad recall timing from your mid laner, because you're basically just losing dragon to that recall timing.
Yeah.
It was, a lot of the, generally, it's not worth to go for steals if you're gonna die. Because, wow, that Jannar sound is so loud. Going for, like, dragon steals in a game like this is not worth it if you're gonna give gold, but because your Thresh is here and your Jhin is here, it's pretty safe. Like, it's pretty easy for you to get out, so it's not as risky for you to, like, hop into the pit. But in general, you don't want to die to try to steal grubs or dragons. Because, like, the objective is worth less than the gold that you're giving to them. Or the gold that you risk
I
giving
didn't
to
think
them.
about it, but Thresh Lantern was like kind of a good save.
But, like, good for not, like, forcing a random fight here. It would have definitely been losing if you'd forced it.
Yeah. Okay. I have to go also.
You have to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you though.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's been a pleasure.